On the night of Friday, February 20th, Clayton Van Wert stopped at a garbage dump in the Red Bee area of the Red Lake Indian Reservation when he noticed a dumpster that had caught fire. He was appalled by what he found inside. Jackson Bruner has more about the story of Phoenix, the dog that rose from the ashes.
The burning puppy almost went unnoticed. But when Clayton Van Wert heard howling and crying coming from the inside of a Red Bee, Minnesota dumpster on February 20th, he decided to act.
Without a second thought, I jumped on the edge of the dumpster and I burnt my gloves and singed my hair, but I reached in, pulled him from the fire.
The Red Lake police were immediately notified after the rescue. They gave the dog to Polly McMaster, who immediately made an emotional phone call to fellow Red Lake Rosie's Shelter board member Karen Good.
And she called me in tears on about 9:30, and she said, "We got this little dog delivered here," she said, by one of the police officers, and he's been burned.
Good notified Dr. Vicki Schultz in Bloomington, who agreed to immediately treat the dog. Along with the help of other volunteers, it was transported to South Highland Pet Hospital on Saturday morning.
I just had blankets along. I just wrapped them in the blankets and put them in the car and took them.
Everyone involved in the dog's rescue has the same question. How did it end up in a tall burning dumpster? The most common answer implies neglect.
That young puppy did not get in there on his own. The dumpsters are about 4 feet tall.
His backbone was sticking up and his ribs were protruding, so before he'd been burned, he had suffered malnutrition for a long period of time. We're trying to find out information, so we're hoping the Humane Society of the United States is going to give us a reward, so maybe that'll prompt somebody to tell us if they have information about who may have done this. Then we can get to get some justice for Phoenix.
After everything that's happened since the rescue, Good says she's simply thankful that Van Wert was there.
Had he not come along when he did, we know that Phoenix would not have made it. We would not know about him.
Phoenix, the dog's new name, comes from a mythical Greek bird which, according to legend, rises from the ashes anew when the end comes. Jackson Bruner, Lakeland News.
Dr. Vicki Schultz is currently caring for Phoenix in Bloomington. As of now, photos show his recovery progressing at a steady rate.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.